Good morning, 910. Hope you guys have had a good week, good start to your week thus far. I think Austin mentioned to you guys that us as staff are memorizing James chapter 1, and I was reading through it today, and specifically the part where it talks about how, God can't be tempted by evil, and the fact, God can't be tempted by evil, but we as humans, very much can be. And lately I've been thinking about this whole idea of spiritual warfare and Satan and demons, and how, at least for me, it's sometimes almost easy to forget that those things are real and a part of our world, because you think of Bible times and these Bible stories of there's this, demons get cast into pigs and they run off a cliff and die, or a man is possessed by 7 different demons and, God calls them out of him, or these, elaborate, crazy stories about demons, and it's well, that's not happening around me now, so it doesn't seem like it's something that affects our world anymore, or it just, demons aren't real, or, something like that, but it just looks so different now than it did then. I don't know if you guys have ever read Screwtape Letters, but it's a book by C.S. Lewis, and it's all about a demon. He's named Screwtape, and he's writing letters to his nephew, who's named Wormwood, and his nephew's a young, learning, I guess, demon. He's learning how to be a demon, and his uncle is this old, experienced, wise demon, and so he's writing him letters of essentially the most effective ways to convince people that Jesus doesn't exist. And one of the things he talks about is making people believe that we don't exist, we as in demons, that there's not this spiritual world, us as demons, we don't exist. And he talks about a lot of other things too, trying to convince people that their prayers aren't answered, or prayer doesn't work, there's no power in prayer, or making people focus on the future. You're going to focus on the future and have all this fear and anxiety and not be in the present and in the now, and things breaking up marriages, things that just look so different than, I said back in the day, demons being sent into pigs and people being possessed by a lot of demons. But yeah, it's a really fascinating book, and it's written in a really interesting perspective. So if you guys want to learn more about it, or it just is a really interesting read, it's called Screwtape Letters. But with all of that said, the good news is that we as Christians, we have Jesus. So demons don't have power over us because we have Jesus in us, and Jesus has power over the demons. So it's not, I don't say these things to be oh, demons are out there, be warned, you should be scared. It's not like that. It's we just need to acknowledge that they're there, and that Satan is fighting to get us to not believe in Jesus. That is their whole goal, is we don't want humans to believe in Jesus. And just acknowledging that that is out there, but we have power against it. No, in the name of Jesus, this can't take hold over me. So yeah, it sounds kind of a maybe scary or dark, or not the most joyous thing to think about. But I think it's really important, and the good news is they don't have power over us because we have Jesus. So yeah, you should read the book if you're looking for a new book, and I'll see you guys later.